Welcome to Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. It's Game 7 of the NBA Finals between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Los Angeles Clippers.
2014 was quite the breathtaking year for sports video games, was it not? No, not at all actually. As sports gamers, we're a little bit stuck right now, and for three major reasons. One, with next-gen systems being only 2 years on the market, developers have not yet had enough time to fully harness the more powerful hardware of the Xbox One and PS4. The result here being that games are often half-baked. Prominent titles often lack features found in their previous console's counterpart, and gameplay mechanics are frequently unfinished. And then, the second reason. That is, the high development costs of next-gen consoles have deterred indie developers from entering the fray and providing their usually creative and eccentric take on sports games. Oh, and then there's the third reason. Licensing issues have not only led to publisher monopolization over a particular sport, but matters of legality have entirely thwarted any attempt at creating what were once extremely popular titles. So, as you can very well guess, 2014 was a bit tough for many to swallow. But that doesn't mean that 2015 can't be great. With another year of development, what tricks do these developers have up their sleeves? To find out, let's take a look at my boldest gaming predictions of 2015. Number 4. It's been a rough year for EA's basketball franchise. Well, actually, and also sadly, 2014 was probably EA's best basketball year in the past 4 years. NBA Live 2015 was hit with harsh criticism and poor reviews, but at least it hit the market. Or rather, at least it stayed on the market. Unfortunately, EA doesn't own the exclusive NBA license, and that means there is a rival. And everyone knows that the critically acclaimed 2K series is, well, deserving of its critical acclaim. However, this past year, NBA 2K15 was met with merely good reviews, perhaps allowing EA to sneak by and topple the king of virtual hoops. So, what are the chances of this actually happening? Well, with Live's physics-based dribbling system, real-time physics in the paint, and smarter AI across the board, no, there is absolutely no chance. 2 years ago, EA dropped the Elite in its title in favor of Live, which can truly be read as Live. And now, the series is just doing that. It's living, barely, clinging on with little hope of becoming the bona fide Hoops title. Number 3. Sadly, there currently exists only one baseball game, Sony's inveterate super simulation series, MLB The Show. The MLB 2K series exists no more thanks to some consistently very subpar outings, and us baseball fans with only an Xbox One are left with virtually nothing. But that might change in the near future. EA's popular MVP Baseball series lost the MLB license to 2K back in 2005, and well, with 2K no longer making baseball games, and with the show being a PS4 exclusive, there is a good chunk of market just waiting to be explored. This generation marks the perfect opportunity for EA to jump back into the baseball fold, reinstate one of the greatest sports franchises of all time, and reestablish itself as not only the leading, but the best quality brand of sports publisher out there. But while MVP being resuscitated this year may be a bit of a stretch, there is a foreign baseball title that has gained a little bit of recognition in America. Excuse my botched pronunciation in advance, but Pro Yakuza Spirits, Konami's baseball franchise in Japan, will probably jump to the PS4 later this year. Luckily, Konami's soccer brother-in-law, Pro Evolution Soccer, proves that its highly touted Fox engine is capable of creating gorgeous visuals and authentic gameplay. Perhaps an English translation would allow Americans to get their hands on this arguably more realistic baseball simulation, which would ultimately provide decent compensation for the lack of American baseball titles. But don't hold your breath. Number 2. The bad news is that my dreaded arch-rival, Ohio State, won the national championship in the first ever college football playoff. The good news is that there was a college football playoff. The even better news, the ratings were through the roof. It turns out that people love them some college football playoff. And who would have thought it? Except for, almost everyone. The success of the college football playoff only heightens the likelihood that the return of NCAA football would prove economically viable. Of course, that wasn't exactly the reason behind NCAA football's demise. I do believe that, given the recent ratings boosts and subsequent reinvigoration of interest in college football altogether, that EA can and will publish an NCAA football title in the future. And although player compensation would certainly dilute EA's future earnings, the rebirth of NCAA football on next-gen consoles would still prove financially successful. So, for this year, I do predict that we will in fact get confirmation as to the development of another NCAA football game, most likely reaching shelves though in 2016. Number 1. Now, for the greatest and most important prediction of them all, what title will claim Sports Game of the Year? 2015 will feature the inevitable yearly return of various franchises. EA's NHL series will look to innovate in a manner similar to its glory days back in the PS3 and the Xbox 360 era. Sony's MLB The Show will seek to escape the confinements of minor yearly enhancements, starting with an all-new IK system and overhauled franchise mode. EA's FIFA franchise will undoubtedly continue to push the franchise forward, and Visual Concepts 2K series will once again provide the most authentic basketball simulation on the market. Now, as we transition out of the awkward, pubescent stages of next-gen technology, expect 2015 to yield a fantastic array of games that will be sure to please sports fans of most genres. But when it's all said and done, I predict that Madden NFL 16 will be awarded 2015 Sports Game of the Year by the majority of gaming outlets. The gameplay pillars established in Madden 25, including a physics-based locomotion engine, a tackling engine dictated by physics, and a player sense system that allowed for the most realistic AI yet seen in a football game, serve as strong foundations for future iterations to expand upon. And if last year's successful 9-month development cycle for Madden 15 was any indication, imagine just what a full year of development might yield. This will be year 3 under the vision of creative director Rex Dixon's team, a team consisting of proven developers looking to fashion the most realistic football sim ever seen. And with next-gen development now exiting its nascent stages, the improvements from year to year should be vast and furious. Madden fans, the future is looking bright, and it will have been a long time coming. Alright, there are my major predictions for sports gaming in 2015. Am I a natural sports gaming Nostradamus, or is my general optimism concealing my misplaced hope for a better all-around year for sports gamers? I certainly hope not, but you let me know what your predictions are in the comments section. Now, if you liked the video, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe for weekly gaming content. And with that, take care, and I'm out.